Alright, welcome back to the Apothecary Diaries anime review, episode number 5. We are here discussing episodes 17 and 20 of this particular series. The first couple episodes, are simply this. Basically, Momo just puts some special makeup on Jishin to basically disguise himself as a commoner for reasons not exactly explained here, per se. In the spare robe, and of course, she gets dressed up at basically disguised as a lady, goes to Pleasure District, because apparently that's where the direction was to go. Then they separate, of course, then she goes visit her father, and then go to the apothecary, which has to be at the brothel, and then she goes to the other room, goes to this room in the annex, because this room contains a woman. A woman with the same hair color as Momo. And she's suffering from syphilis. Who is this woman? She used to be a former courtesan, and she's also Momo's mom. Who, in the flashback, she tried to stab her own child. I'm like, it's a good thing they stopped, because, damn. Apparently, her getting pregnant devalued her. And her getting sick with syphilis. And then when Momo was up, the father showed up. Apparently, they didn't trust him because he just showed up. And they didn't trust him because he was an outsider. So the condition got a bit worse, but apparently it's improving. And then, while she's there, then one of the servant girls tells Momo, there's that suspicious customer who's asking for you. The one with the weird eyepiece. And told to stay there until he leaves. Now, I will get to basically who the heck this guy is, because it is quite revealing. Because Momo cannot stand this man at all. She will even look at him. To her, he is scum. She despises him more than Joshin. At least she can look at him. Even though she's revolted by his appearance half the time, at least she can look at him. Not this other guy. Not Locken. Nope, she can't stand him. At all. And the reason is revealed in episode 20 of the reason for this. Okay, if you don't want to know the reason is why she despises one man, because this man is her biological father. And the fact that apparently it's implied he may have given her syphilis, but it's never really proven here. But, by the way, Jisher basically figures this out by episode 20, that this strategic officer, voiced by awesome Rodrigo Rogero, is Momo's father. And the only time these two kind of share screen time together is in episode 19. So, then of course, Momo is just basically cleaning up, and then one of the eunuchs basically comes by and apparently with the explosion that happened back in episode, I think it was 14, apparently there was a robbery at another nearby warehouse at the same time. Oh yeah, and also we have this person getting poisoned, we have one person dying and all this other stuff happening. So basically everything that's happened for the previous several episodes, and there's a reason why this has been happening. And this guy basically, who had later been charged the archives because he'd been demoted, because he dare question, dare suggest that possibly the special rigging might actually collapse. Look at the thing when it shows up, when you see it in person in episode 19. I can see his concern because this is a freaking safety hazard. It should have been a lot more support for this damn thing. And of course, Tempo and of course Momo races there to get stop the ceremony. A soldier is obscuring her, so she kind of accuses him of possibly collaborating with the saboteur. So basically, he proceeds to whack her in the face with a club, and she's bleeding, of course. Her face was swollen, but then Lekin shows up. She doesn't look at him. She just knows it's him because of his voice. He's like, I can vouch for her. And the soldier's like, yes, sir. And then she proceeds to go inside And then we see this mysterious noble, and then the thing is showed, it's about to freaking collapse right on top of him. So basically, Momo tackles him, and the thing collapses. Also, her leg gets cut open, and it turns out this actually is Jasheen. You're like, what the heck is going on here? Why is he at this ceremony wearing that particular getup? Yeah, it's kind of interesting. Though they kind of hints in episode 20 he might be the Emperor's brother, his younger brother, mind you. Yes, there's a hint in episode 20, and of course, Momo was treated, and of course, she is kind of questioned, but very politely, about what the heck is going on. So apparently, this all started with the officer who died of a salt overdose, and the explosion happened in the warehouse, and the food poisoning, death of the mail worker. By the way, the mail worker, he was basically just there by sheer circumstance. And there was a possibility. Now, Momo didn't know it was going to be Jasheen being the target. She knew that basically all she knew was that there is a possibility that a high-ranking noble may have been murdered. He or she could have been murdered at this ceremony. And she was just trying to stop it. And Jasheen, the way it's explained to him, it's like, yeah, he perfectly accepts that, no problem. Yeah. And of course, this is the episode found out basically about Lockett being Momo's father, him being and of course Josh being the young brother of the Emperor. And you're like, really? So all the puzzles that she's been going through the previous episodes all basically led to someone trying to murder Jasheen for some reason. Yes. Which of course is not really explained here why, per se, why in the world they want to murder the possibly might be the younger brother of the Emperor. Also, apparently, to make himself look older, he's taking drugs. Yes. He claims to be 24, but it turns out he's actually 19, which makes him just a couple years older than Momo, because I think Momo's supposed to be like 17, I think she is. Yes. And then, of course, it's revealed there is a strong possibility that Lady Giko might be pregnant with her second child. And of course, there's the Emperor playing with his daughter, which of course he has every right to because he is the father after all. Yeah, but all in all, great 4 episodes. Thoroughly enjoyed, and I have exactly 4 more to go, and then basically I'm heading back to Comrade Ricky. 4 episodes in which I think there's a strong possibility of happening today. Yep. But yeah, that's pretty much it for particular video. Please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, turn notifications. Next up, we have one Comic Corner, and then it's on to and basically next after that will be the final, or I'm going to watch the final 4 episodes, season 1 for Apothecary Diaries, give my final thoughts on it. That's probably that's going to have next video, plus another Comic Corner, and then if it's been released right now, our last Crusade of the Rise in the World. If not, watch it after I watch Riki. Okay, next video. Bye.